So I just found out about it, man. Moments ago, he said Caitlin Clark is officially the NBA 2K20 cover deluxe edition cover athlete. Never forget the decision by 2K to keep Caitlin Clark off the cover in 2026 and instead put Angel Reese on the face of the league. Yeah. Oh, and she's one of the CC1s. Guys, this game is going to sell off the damn shelves because one thing that don't get talked about enough.
There's little reason left to debate whether Caitlin Clark belongs in the conversation as the sport's top talent. Her level of dominance has climbed to a point where it's hard to overstate, and she's once again managed to break through online in a fresh way. Clark has landed the deluxe edition cover of NBA 2K27. She isn't alone on the covers overall. Wembanyama appears on a separate one, but Clark specifically secured the premium deluxe slot.
Is that a lot of people associate Caitlin fans with grown adult people? You know, Caitlin has a lot of kid fans. Hell, my kids, for one, are Caitlin Clark fans. If you guys don't know, I have 4 kids. And everybody in my house is Caitlin Clark down. We waiting on the shoes drop. My kids got Caitlin Clark jerseys. They ready, bro. And I know for a damn sure I don't have the only kids in the country that is in love with Caitlin.
The news first surfaced through a post from Outkick's John Root on X, who noted that Clark is now officially the deluxe edition cover athlete for 2K27. He pointed out the contrast with 2026, when the studio chose to leave Clark off the cover entirely and instead featured Angel Reese as the face of the game. Clark's cover image also shows her wearing her signature CC1 shoe line.
Country that is in love with Caitlin Clark, because I'm telling you right now, this game right here is going to sell probably better than any other damn 2K game that they had in a mighty long time. Now, Caitlin Clark has definitely turned heads with her performance on the basketball court and the way she has, I don't know, shifted the narrative when it comes to her name. You feel me? So this information came from the 2K actual site.
This release is expected to move a massive number of units. One often overlooked factor is that Clark's fanbase skews much younger than people assume. Plenty of kids, not just adults, are heavily invested in her. Households with young Clark fans are already anticipating the shoe drop and stocking up on her jerseys, reflecting a broader pattern likely playing out nationwide. Given that reach, this edition could end up outselling other recent entries in the franchise by a wide margin.
Actual site. This announcement came from today. So these are all of the different versions. So this is the standard version, but you got to pay a little extra. You want Caitlin Clark version. You know, you got to pay a little extra for this one. You dig the deluxe edition. Then we got the ultra edition with Derrick Rose on there, but you got Wemby on one, Caitlin. And yeah, man, you see mine's highlighted from my PlayStation. But yeah, so they have not listed the price of the game yet.
Clark's on-court performances and her growing influence on the league's storyline have clearly played a role in this recognition. According to the official 2K website, several editions are available. A standard version, a step-up option featuring Clark, the deluxe tier, and an ultra edition featuring Derrick Rose, alongside Wembanyama and Clark. Pricing hadn't been listed yet at the time of the announcement, but the cover reveal itself has generated enormous buzz across social platforms.
They have not listed the price of the game yet, I do not believe. But this is the actual 2K website. Now, I'm here to tell you, dog, this is lit. This is lit. Caitlin Clark lands the cover of 2K Deluxe Edition. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Everyone's talking about this. Everyone is. Within 1 week, Caitlin Clark makes WNBA history, 45 points and 10 assists against the Seattle Storm, because the Eastern Conference Player of the Week features on the cover of 2K.
The timing lines up with a historic individual performance. Just a week prior, Clark put up 45 points and 10 assists against the Seattle Storm, a showing that helped earn her Eastern Conference Player of the Week honors, right around the same time as the cover reveal. It's suggested she may have already known about the upcoming announcement and used that outing, which included multiple made threes, as a fitting lead-in to the news. The expectation is that demand for the game will be intense once it releases.
against the Seattle Storm because the Eastern Conference Player of the Week featured on the cover of 2K27 Deluxe Edition. Guys, what if Caitlin Clark scored all them points for the rollout? Bro, if Caitlin Clark knew which I'm going to say she did know, she knew she was going to be on the cover of this 2K. She knew today, Wednesday, July 22nd, that this announcement was going to come out. And not only did she know, she balled out there a week ago, 45 and 10, 222 threes made. Caitlin Clark is to roll out.
A separate clip features Clark speaking about her mindset, emphasizing that she shows up daily wanting to be one of the best in the world, and describing herself as consumed by the work itself. She credits that obsessive drive and constant hunger for improvement as the foundation for winning at the highest level.
It's the rollout queen, bro. I mean, kids is finna be lining up blocks, city blocks to get this game. I ain't gonna hold you. I believe city blocks. Now, we have not got any of the.
I come in here every single day and I want to be the best player in the world, I want to help this. I'm obsessed with the work. I come in here every single day and I want to be the best player in the world.
Caitlin Clark from 28 feet.
The accompanying commentary reflects on how far Clark has come since her rookie season, when questions swirled about whether she'd be able to hold up physically in the league. Since then, she's developed a tougher edge and more aggressive, focused approach, representing a clear evolution in both her game and her mentality. Critics have pointed to her frequent conversations with officials, labeling her as overly emotional or complaint-prone, but her basketball intelligence when she has the ball in her hands is described as elite, arguably unmatched among her peers, male or female, at any level. The suggestion is that her court vision and ability to read and break down defenses puts her in a class of her own, to the point that she could likely coach at a high level using that same basketball mind.
From 28 feet.
I think that's where the obsession comes from. If you're obsessed with all the time you put in, and you have that obsessiveness, and you really crave getting better, that's what's going to help you win championships at the end of the day.
Rated E for everyone.
There's no one like Caitlin Clark.
Nobody, bro. Ball over everything. Oh, this is hard. Oh, this is hard, bro. This is just to see, guys. It's really hard for me holding back emotions, bro, doing this.
That comparison feeds into criticism of head coach Stephanie White, with the argument being that Clark possesses a deeper basketball IQ than her own coach and should be given more freedom to operate. This is contrasted with her college coach Lisa Bluter, who reportedly gave her more room to run the offense, leading to multiple title game appearances, even though those runs didn't end in championships. The commentary suggests factors outside Clark's control were partly responsible for those outcomes in each of those finals appearances, based on close observation of those games. Ultimately, the takeaway is that Clark isn't just committed to her craft individually, she's actively reshaping the league itself, and that shift is viewed as the real source of pushback from critics, since change of this magnitude tends to unsettle people invested in the status quo.
Just to set it up somewhere. Not even play it, but just put it on display. Probably me to put it right back here. I'll put this up in the backdrop. That's freaking cool. No doubt about it. So there's a video for this. A little commercial. Let's check it.
And Wembanyama is the hero. The hometown kid from Chicago.
I'm obsessed with the
Big news broke involving Caitlin Clark landing a spot on the cover of an upcoming basketball video game. Clark has been named the cover athlete for the deluxe edition of NBA 2K27, a moment many expect will drive strong sales purely from collectors wanting the physical copy on display, even without playing it.
I'm obsessed with the work. I come in here every single day and I want to be the best player in the world.
He'll take it in, the bump, the lean, the dive. Ah, the juice! Victor, fadeaway jumper. Down it goes. Victor Wembanyama hits a game winner.
That's what's going to help you win championships at the end of the day.
Shot Town's finest, the MVP.
It's pretty wild. I can tell you this. I did not see Derrick Rose.
A promotional trailer accompanied the announcement, featuring other athletes such as Victor Wembanyama, highlighted as a rising star out of Chicago, known for his work ethic and drive to be the best in the world. The clip showed highlight-style footage, a fadeaway jumper, a game-winning shot, before transitioning to showcase Clark as one of the cover athletes alongside him.
I can tell you this. I did not see Derrick Rose coming. I didn't see that coming at all. A little reaction. Indiana Fever, go CC. Say it quietly. The haters haven't been let out for the day yet. F it, I'm buying it. Guys, I don't even game. All right? I don't even game. Hell yeah, glad you didn't put the brick mason on there. Oh, damn. Oh, that's
Reaction.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Wow. Wow. Got some haters in here. Not too late to replace it with Olivia Miles. Stop it. This is genuinely the best cover we've had in a minute. That's pretty badass. That's pretty oh, no. Oh, no. No, I'm glad we didn't go with that.
Attention then shifted to television ratings. Following Clark's 45-point outing, expectations were high heading into a nationally broadcast matchup between the Indiana Fever and New York Liberty, aired on CBS and accessible to virtually anyone with a TV antenna or streaming setup. Given the reach of that broadcast, a massive audience was anticipated, and that's exactly what happened.
No, I'm glad we didn't go with that. Unfortunately, that is literally, man, that's sad. But so far this entire season, that's the moment. Man, that's the moment that's gotten the most attention. So that's pretty badass right there. She's on the cover. Now let's talk about ratings. Go, Rhodes. All right, Black and White Sports Reporters. Well, I told a couple of my fellow creators.
The July 18th Fever Liberty game on CBS became the second most watched 1BA broadcast since 2000, drawing an average of 2.57 million viewers and peaking at 3.089 million. Notably, this came just a week after Clark had already broken a viewership record on the same network. CBS now holds claim to the two highest-rated WNBA broadcasts of the season on any network, with the New York-Indiana matchups pulling in 2.579 million and 2.557 million viewers respectively.
All right, Black and White Sports Reporters. Well, I told a couple of my fellow creators on Saturday morning last week after coming off of Caitlin Clark's 45-point performance, I said, oh, hell. I said, if Caitlin Clark plays in this game versus the New York Liberty, a game that's on nationally televised TV, CBS, free, over-the-air antenna, or any of your
Other matchups performed strongly too. A Fever Wings game brought in 2.5 million viewers, while a Fever Aces broadcast on ESPN drew 1.55 million. Notable because Clark didn't even play in that one.
Free, over-the-air antenna, or any of your streaming services, however you can, if you can hook up an antenna, you can get CBS. In other words, everybody that's capable of watching a game could tune in and watch. And I told him, I said, that's going to be a huge rating. That New York game with Caitlin Clark coming off 45 points, if she plays, is going to be a huge rating. And it was a gargantuan rating.
Turning to cable numbers, the July 15th Fever Valkyries game averaged 1.14 million viewers according to league ratings tracking, marking it as the most watched 1BA game in that network's history, surpassing a record set by the Fever just 1 week prior. This marked the third time this season Clark and the Fever crossed the 1 million viewer mark on that network, following an earlier June 16th matchup against Toronto that had itself set the previous record, before being topped again on July 8th.
Gargantuan rating. A massive rating. A record-breaking kind of rating. By the way, she had just broke a record for the game the night before. Right after, a week earlier, breaking a record for the same channel. if Caitlin Clark is playing and she's on her game, she's a force. The July 18th New York Liberty Indiana.
That July 8th game, played against the Sparks, averaged 1.04 million viewers across 2 networks despite a late 10 p.m. Eastern tip-off, making it the first WNBA game at that start time to reach 1 million viewers. Viewership for the Fever Valkyries game was reportedly up 172% compared to last year's cable average, and it ranked as the second most watched WNBA broadcast on cable or streaming this season, as well as the top-rated entertainment program of the night across cable television. There's speculation that ratings could climb even higher under a more up-tempo offensive system, with some suggesting numbers could reach 3.5 to 4 million viewers if the team played a faster, more entertainment-driven style. The broader point being made is that sports viewership is tied closely to entertainment value, and peaks above 3 million for a WNBA broadcast represent a significant milestone regardless.